I think you must be the youngest guest I've had on the show. Do you worry and get depressed about being 20?
I'm petrified, yeah. I think I slightly scared. I mean, I don't know, I think you have to kind of enjoy every moment while it's there. But, yeah.
I mean, you can't really believe it's happening in the career?
No, it's still overwhelming. I still don't realise it myself.
It's a funny film, but it's a very sad one, isn't it?
I think there is a lot. I think the good thing about the character, she's got this amazing resilience, you know, and she won't conform, she doesn't want to, but there's also that she's very vulnerable at the same time.
Yeah. Were you reluctant to do the rude bits?
The rude, very, very reluctant. Not really, I don't think I was reluctant. I think, you know, I didn't realise that there's one scene where I have to moon in it, and I saw the...
Show the bottom.
The bottom, yeah, the bottom. No, and I saw it in the script, and I thought it was a joke, and I Tipex it out, and then I realised the director said, no, it's not a joke, this is really in the film, so I was like, oh, no. And, but what I did before the scene, I made the director and the Sparks all line up and moon. I said, anyone who wants to watch the scene is going to have to do the same thing. But,
I know that face.
Yeah, exactly. But they really mean, they played a really, well, it wasn't really nasty trick, but I only did one take, which was okay, but as I, you know, put the nightdress over, they didn't say cut, so I was standing there for like two minutes freezing, and suddenly realised.
I saw the goose pimples. Well, now I presume, after the terrific success of that film, the world is your oyster, millions of offers?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been really, really lucky, and it is, you know, I went to America, and there's the whole, you know, the whole agent thing and that whole saga. But
what about agents? How do you find an agent, particularly in America?
Well, they kind of find you. I mean, it's very, very, you know, it's almost like being a piece of meat. If you have got a film that's successful out there, and they really don't, you know, leave you alone, there's that kind of, you know, manic behaviour. I don't know what. I mean, I always think that a good rule is going by how they talk to their secretary. Do you know, if they're rude to their secretary, then you can usually tell. But I mean, some of it was ridiculous. You know, I was going to go on I went on the Johnny Carson show, and one of the agents actually followed me up to the Johnny Carson show and was like hanging around backstage, you know, literally with a pen and paper, come on, you gotta sign this, you gotta sign. But I was so nervous about going on the Johnny Carson show. I had this vision of this agent crawling behind a chair and putting the piece of paper with a pen in my, you know, hand.
Sign your life away, yeah.
Really.
Did they spoil you?
I mean, there was loads of rumours about. I did get presents and things. I got lots of bath. One agent kept sending me things for the bath, and I started to take it rather personally. You know, like smelling. I did. And then another agent, there was a rumour that he had bought me a horse, a pony. And of course, it wasn't true, but my mum immediately got this phone call. She's like, well, we've only got a small back garden, you know. And that really
it's like being the Queen, really, isn't it, getting all these silly things?
Except I didn't get to get them. It would be all right.
Just promises,
yeah, promises.
What about filming in America? You had to be American, didn't you? What problems with the accent?
Well, there was one problem. They put me with this big Italian family, and I had to talk like that. Very, very Brooklyn. And I lived with this Italian family. I had this big, fat Italian mama who used to... she used to lock me in the room where we used to eat, and every day she'd say, eat something, you gotta eat something. You know, I used to say, I don't want to eat nothing, I don't want to be a big fat Italian mama. But,
what about being in America, presumably not on your own, apart from living with the family? Were you chaperoned?
I was chaperoned. I went through 3 different chaperones. I had one, well, they went through, I don't know what happened. I had one big, very, very old lady who was 65, and she was supposed to be looking after me, but she couldn't walk, and I don't know what I was... So I ended up making her soup, you know, and reading bedtime stories, you know. She was supposed to be looking after me, but...
Someone's got a great sense of humour.
I know, definitely, and Mike Spence.
You worked with Bruce Willis, didn't you,
yeah.
and Peter Falk. How did they treat you?
They were very nice. I was closer to Peter Falk than Bruce Willis, because Bruce Willis used to stay in his trailer for about, 2 hours, and that was the way of working, I suppose. It's fine by, that method. Actually, but I did go bowling with them one time, with Demi Moore, they're very nice. I mean, they all had names. I couldn't believe it, because they print your names up on the television. There's like a screen in the bowling area, and she was called Bunny, and he was called Duke. So I thought, I had to think of a name, so I called myself Wolf. It was quite, it's quite an experience, that as well.
Did you have to act like a wolf as well?
Yeah, I used to howl every time we used to get up. It was like, oh!
Funny old world, isn't it?
It was very strange.